In a thrilling Premier League weekend, Liverpool edged West Ham United 2-1, with Luis Diaz's opener and Mohamed Salah's record-setting assist stealing the spotlight. Meanwhile, Newcastle showcased their prowess in a commanding 4-1 victory over Manchester United, highlighted by Sandro Tonali's early strike and Bruno Guimaraes' late goal. Chelsea faced frustration in a 2-2 draw with Ipswich Town, unable to overcome an unexpected lead. Wolverhampton's 4-2 triumph over Tottenham was marred by defensive blunders from Spurs. Beyond the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, and the Bundesliga delivered captivating results, while Major League Soccer and the National Women's Soccer League continued to shine. Amidst this excitement, Weston McKennie's ongoing investigation adds another layer of intrigue to the football narrative. UEFA Champions League quarter-finals recap. Barcelona vs Borussia Dortmund. Agas 5-3. Barcelona advanced to the semi-finals despite a 3-1 defeat to Borussia Dortmund in the second leg. Dortmund's Sergio Guirassy scored a hat-trick, bringing his Champions League tally to 13 goals this season, surpassing records held by Erling Haaland and Robert Lewandowski. However, an own goal by Ramy Bensebaini in the 54th minute proved pivotal, maintaining Barcelona's aggregate lead. This marks Barcelona's first semi-final appearance since 2019. Paris Saint-Germain vs Aston Villa. AG Postont 5-4. Paris Saint-Germain secured their semi-final spot with a narrow 5-4 aggregate victory over Aston Villa. In the second leg, PSG took an early 2-0 lead with goals from Achraf Hakimi and Nuno Mendes. Aston Villa responded with 3 goals from Youri Tielemans, John McGinn, and Ezri Konsa, winning the match 3-2. Despite the loss, PSG's first leg advantage ensured their progression. Die Welt. The Guardian Arsenal vs Real Madrid. First leg 3-0. Arsenal delivered a dominant performance in the first leg, defeating Real Madrid 3-0 at the Emirates Stadium. Midfielder Declan Rice scored 2 exceptional free-kick goals, while Mikel Merino added a third. Real Madrid's Eduardo Camavinga was sent off in stoppage time. The second leg is scheduled for April 16th at the Santiago Bernabeu. Inter Milan vs Bayern Munich. First leg 2-1. Inter Milan secured a 2-1 away victory against Bayern Munich in the first leg, handing Bayern their first home loss in 22 Champions League matches. Inter's coach Simone Inzaghi emphasized the importance of the upcoming second leg at San Siro. The return match is set for April 16th. Bavarian Football Works semi-final matchups. Arsenal/Real Madrid vs Paris Saint-Germain. Barcelona vs Inter Milan c Bayern Munich. The semi-finals are scheduled for April 29-30, first legs, and May 6-7th, second legs, with the final set for May 31st at the Allianz Arena in Munich. Premier League highlights: Liverpool 2-1. West Ham United. Liverpool edged closer to clinching the Premier League title with a dramatic 2-1 victory over West Ham United at Anfield. Luis Diaz opened the scoring in the 18th minute, assisted by Mohamed Salah, who set a new record for most goal involvements in a 38-game Premier League season, with 45, 27 goals, 18 assists. West Ham equalized in the 86th minute through an own goal by Andy Robertson, but Virgil van Dijk secured the win with a towering header 3 minutes later. This result keeps Liverpool at the top of the table, maintaining their lead over Arsenal. Newcastle United 4-1. Manchester United. Newcastle United delivered a commanding performance at St James Park, defeating Manchester United 4-1. Sandro Tonali opened the scoring with a volley in the 24th minute, and although Alejandro Garnacho equalized for United, Harvey Barnes restored Newcastle's lead early in the second half. Barnes added a third goal, and Bruno Guimaraes capitalized on a goalkeeping error to seal the victory. The win propelled Newcastle to 4th place in the standings. Chelsea 2-2. Ipswich Town. Chelsea's aspirations for a top-5 finish suffered a setback as they drew 2-2 with relegation-threatened Ipswich Town at Stamford Bridge. Ipswich took a surprising 2-0 lead with goals from Julio Enciso and Ben Johnson. An own goal by Axel Tuanzebe and a strike from Jadon Sancho brought Chelsea level, but they couldn't find a winner. The result leaves Chelsea in 6th place, while Ipswich remains in the relegation zone. We ain't got no history. Wolverhampton Wanderers 4-2. Tottenham Hotspur Wolves secured a crucial 4-2 victory over Tottenham Hotspur, lifting them to 16th in the Premier League and easing relegation fears. Tottenham's defensive errors were costly, with goalkeeper Guglielmo Vicario responsible for 2 early goals. Despite goals from Mathis Tel and Richarlison, Spurs couldn't overcome Wolves' dominance. The defeat leaves Tottenham in 15th place, intensifying pressure on coach Ange Postecoglou. Reuters European League Roundup. La Liga Real Madrid managed a narrow 1-0 victory over Alaves, despite being reduced to 10 men after Kylian Mbappe's red card. Eduardo Camavinga scored the decisive goal in the 34th minute. The win keeps Real Madrid in 2nd place in La Liga, trailing leaders Barcelona by 5 points. Serie A. The Rome derby ended in a 1-1 draw, with Alessio Romagnoli scoring for Lazio and Matthias Soulé equalizing for Roma. The match was marred by pre-game clashes between rival fans, leading to police intervention. Both teams remain in the hunt for European qualification, with Lazio in 6th and Roma in 7th place. Bundesliga Bayern Munich settled for a 2-2 draw against Borussia Dortmund in an intense Der Klassiker, struggling once again with inefficient finishing. Despite performances from Thomas Müller, Serge Gnabry, and Rafael Guerreiro, Bayern let their lead slip by conceding an equalizer to Waldemar Anton. Defensive lapses, particularly from Kim Min-jae, and a lackluster display from Harry Kane, added to Bayern's frustrations. The Bavarians must improve if they hope to progress in the Champions League, especially following a 2-1 home loss to Inter Milan laden with missed opportunities and tactical errors. LAFC 2-1. San Jose Earthquakes. LAFC returned to winning ways with a 2-1 victory over San Jose Earthquakes. Sergi Palencia and Denise Bouanga scored for LAFC, while Christian Espinoza netted a late consolation goal for San Jose. The win moves LAFC up to 4th place in the Western Conference. Colorado Rapids 3-2. San Diego FC. Colorado Rapids edged out San Diego FC in a 5-goal thriller. Georgia Mihailovic, Darren Yappi, and Rafael Navarro scored for Colorado, while Luca de la Torre and Tomas Angel found the net for San Diego. The result lifts Colorado to 6th place in the Western Conference. Inter Miami 0-0 Chicago Fire. Inter Miami and Chicago Fire played out a goalless draw at Soldier Field. Lionel Messi made his first appearance in Chicago for Inter Miami, but neither side could break the deadlock. The draw keeps Inter Miami at the top of the Eastern Conference standings. National Women's Soccer League, NWSL. In the NWSL, Angel City FC defeated Houston Dash 3-1, with Alyssa Thompson contributing an assist and a goal. Thompson became the second youngest player to reach 10 goals and 10 assists in the NWSL. Other results included Orlando Pride's 1-0 victory over Seattle Reign FC and Kansas City Current's 2-0 win against San Diego Wave FC. Northern Super League, NSUSL, Canada's inaugural professional women's soccer league, the Northern Super League, is set to kick off its first season on April 16, 2025. Weston McKennie. Involved in gambling investigation. U.S. midfielder Weston McKennie is among 13 Serie A players under investigation for alleged illegal online sports and poker betting between 2001 and 2002. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and sub.